Today we're going to Takayama, one of the most beautiful and chill places I've ever been in Japan. First, we're taking a very scenic train from Nagoya. We'll explore the old town, have a street food tour, and I'll show you why Takayama is the place to go if you want to see historic Japan and beautiful countryside. It's such a change of pace from Tokyo. We're starting off in Nagoya. If you're thinking of adding this to your itinerary, Takayama is 2 hours 15 minutes on the train from Nagoya, and Nagoya is about an hour and a half from Tokyo on the Shinkansen. Wow, it's busy in Nagoya station this morning. Lots of people going to work. That's ours, 8:43 to Toyama, Hida Express number 3, platform 11. Here we are, platform 11. I'm using a regional rail pass, the Alpine Takayama Matsumoto Area Tourist Pass. You can go on as many trains as you like and make up to 4 seat reservations. This sign's a little unusual. It tells you where to wait on the platform for each carriage. Here we are, here's boarding position number 26. I've not seen that system before. Usually they have the carriage numbers. This train's called the Wide View Hida because it has large windows so you can enjoy the countryside views. There's nice colours on this train. It takes about 2 hours 15 minutes to get from Nagoya to Takayama. I've been looking forward to taking this train because I've heard it's a really scenic route through the countryside. I heard the best views are on the right hand side of the train, so I booked a seat on the right. Then when we sat down I noticed we're on the left, and then there was an announcement saying don't worry, if we're going backwards, in about 20 minutes the train will change direction and start going the other way when we change onto a different line. So when it changes direction we might be on the left hand side, so I'll let you know how that goes. In the end, there were views on both sides. Maybe the other side had slightly more. I don't know if it was just me thinking the other side's always better. But in any case, there were empty seats, so I could scoot over to take pictures. This was midweek at the start of June. This is a hybrid train, and just now on the display there was a little diagram showing where the train's getting its energy from and when it's using batteries and when it's using fuel. Thank you to Japan Railways, JR Central, for providing my rail pass and hotel in Takayama. They didn't pay me to make this video or tell me anything I have to say or include. We just left Gifu station and the train's now changed direction, so now we're on the left, which is the opposite side to the one I wanted to book. So if you're going from Nagoya, you might want to book a seat on the left hand side and you'll end up on the right hand side. The right hand side is the side you want to be on. Do you see a castle over there on the mountain? It's a fish train, which is 1 carriage long. The best scenery is yet to come, but I loved seeing all these rice fields filled with water. The scenery only gets more spectacular as you travel through Gifu prefecture into the Hida region. It's the Hida River. I'd recommend doing this train journey in the daytime if you can, so you can enjoy all the views. Countryside like this is something you just don't see in Tokyo, Kyoto or Osaka. It's good that the train announcements have been pointing out interesting things to look out for along the way and saying if they're on the left or the right, like the castle earlier and now the Hida River. This was in early summer at the start of June. I can only imagine how beautiful it is in autumn with the coloured leaves. The train partially follows the river. The region's mountainous, so it's not constant views. You get snatches of them as the train goes past valleys and scenic viewpoints. We sent our luggage by Takubin, a luggage sending service, which I have a video about. But there are luggage racks on the train and a space behind the last row of seats, and overhead racks for smaller bags. It's been interesting seeing the landscape change as we left the city of Nagoya, and then we started seeing rice fields, and then it became more mountainous, and now there's the river with all the rocks and some stunning views. We're starting to get some views on the left side now as well. That's the seat C and D. 2 hours 15 minutes goes by really quickly. You don't even need any entertainment other than looking out the window. The train is comfortable with a decent amount of legroom. We just stopped at Gero, which is a popular onsen town. The announcement said it's one of Japan's top 3 onsen, along with Kusatsu Onsen and Arima Onsen, which is near Kobe. We don't have any train snacks today because we had breakfast at the hotel. I've just got a water, really boring, but it's a hot day. And Phil's got this salt lime drink. In the summer in Japan, you get these drinks with salt in them because it's so hot and you need to keep the salts up in your body as well as staying hydrated. We'll be getting snacks when we arrive in Takayama later in the video. Takayama's food was the best. I didn't expect it to be so good. Here's where the bathrooms are in an area between the carriages. There's a little area here with a sink and lots of mirrors. And right here, there's a nano museum. This was made in Ise Kagami, and this is where the bins are. I love how the rice fields look like a mirror reflecting the mountains. And now we're arriving in Takayama. Can you see that unusual building in the distance? I wonder what that is. There's a waiting area here before you go through the ticket gates. That suggests it must get quite busy here sometimes. Takayama seems quite different from the other stations on the line. As soon as we started getting in, you can see it's a much bigger city than the other towns we went through. And there are a lot more people here, a lot more people with suitcases as well.
Got a hotel around?
Hotel around Takayama. Right here at the station, they've got some cross sections of floats from the Takayama festival. They said on the train it's one of the top regional festivals in Japan. Can you imagine that going through the streets? We dropped off our backpacks to be delivered to our hotel, the Hotel Associa Takayama Resort. There'll be a video coming up all about it and the fantastic spa. Right next to the iCafe, there are also some coin lockers, which can always be useful, especially on the day you're checking out. There's some large size lockers here for your suitcases for 900 yen. There's lots of small ones for 400 yen. These are good for backpacks. Oh, there's an extra large, 1,100 yen. And there is a money changer if you don't have any coins on you. There's a video on my channel about how to use coin lockers. It's really easy. Right by the station there's the tourist office and there's a stamp. They've got the same design in 3 sizes. That's very convenient. I'll go for the big one, I think. Please stamp gently. That's the kanji for Yama, so I'm guessing it's Takayama. There's some nice fountains by the station. It says this is a traditional yew wood carving, but it doesn't say why his arms are so long. There's another one across there. This is a yokai, a Japanese monster called Ashinaga Tenaga. Ashinaga have long legs and Tenaga have long arms to go fishing and reach fish out of the depths. It says the shape of this monument varies depending on the angle you look at it from. From this angle it looks like a sarubobo, which is a souvenir from Takayama. It's supposed to bring good luck. And from this angle, it looks like a ginkgo tree leaf. This side's supposed to look like a Japanese yew berry. Is there a fourth side? A square lattice. We're just walking from the station towards the river, and this is a lot quieter than I expected it to be here. When we saw how many people are at the station, it's a Tuesday, so it's a weekday, and it's right at the start of June. Wednesday? I don't know what day it is when we're away. That way is back towards the station. There's lots of pretty buildings so far. It seems very quiet. Here's a map of the city. We are here. There's the river and the old town is across the river. We've moved over one to more of a main street to see what's down here. This side street looks nice with the lanterns. This feels very different to being in Tokyo. Yesterday we moved from Tokyo to Nagoya, which was already a lot more chilled and spacious than Tokyo, and then this is completely different again. We're spending 3 nights in Takayama. It's quite a sleepy town and it's not that big, so it's a real change of pace, which we needed after a few days in hectic Tokyo. At first I thought we might get bored, but we relaxed into it, took a few day trips, and by the time we left, I hadn't even done everything there is to do. Just here on the main street, there's a little place where you can do archery. 10 shots for 700 yen. Oh, doing very well. That wasn't as bad as some of them. Yes! I got the target. I'm just happy I hit the target at all. 3 points. There. I think I get something for hitting the other arrow.
The one in the pole.
Yeah, how many points is that? That was fun. It was quite hard. We're not pros, but Phil did pretty well. You got 10 points and I got 3 points.
That is only 2 arrows in there.
2 out of 10.
You have to point quite fast to the left.
Yes.
Which I'm not used to. Like, I've not done archery a lot, but usually you aim down the arrow, but this is to the left. So it took a while to figure out what to aim at.
You're not aiming at what you expect. That's our excuse anyway.
Good fun.
This is just on the main street. The river is just opposite there. We're almost at the river. And here's the river. This is nice to come across on a warm day.
Oh, it's got long legs. Oh, it's got long arms again.
Oh yeah. Can you see this statue's got long arms? And the one across the way has long legs. What is it with all these long arms, legs in Takayama? I didn't expect the market to still be on, but apparently we've got 2 minutes till it closes at 12. It's just along by the river. Oh, there's your Hida beef sushi. Looks like they're packing up now. We're going to come back another time and look at it properly when everything's open. Looks like we're coming into the old town. Look at all these historic buildings. All the dark wood. We were going to go to a tofu restaurant for lunch, but of course it's closed on Wednesdays and it's a Wednesday today. So we decided to just get snacks around the old town. Phil's starting off with some Hida beef sushi. There are several varieties of high quality beef in Japan, not just Kobe beef, and Hida beef is from this region. You can have lean, medium fat or premium. Phil's going to go for one of the premium and one of the lean to compare, and it's cash only.
Hey.
You have to go inside to eat. This door is really small for some reason. The premium one is the pinker one, and that's the lean. It's on a shrimp cracker, so you can eat the plate as well.
That is really nice. It's really soft. That's the cheaper one. Very good. So look forward to this one. And this is the premium. That is much softer. It's like the higher grade beefs. Really, really good. I kind of prefer the cheaper one. It seems to have a bit more flavour. The texture of the premium one's better, but they're both excellent.
How's the plate? Is that the best bit?
Just shrimp rice cracker. Nice.
We stopped off at this cafe for some treats.
Hitotsu.
はい、こちらもう一つありがとうございます。1000円ちょうどになります。
Phil's got an ice cream in a cone with an extra end of a cone. This is Creamia or Cremia ice cream, a premium soft serve made with Hokkaido cream. You can get it at various places around Japan, and it's the real deal.
This is really delicious ice cream. I wasn't expecting that. It's like properly flavoured. It's good.
I want to try some. That is good.
It's good, yeah, really good.
I've gone for these, I'm not sure what they're called exactly. They're a bit like taiyaki with filling, but the way she was making them wasn't like a taiyaki with batter. She put in a little tiny sheet of something and then added the filling and then grilled it like a taiyaki. You can have a mixture of flavours. I've gone for red bean, custard and chocolate. This is the red bean flavour. It's got the whole red beans inside. It's quite crispy and crunchy. I've got a gohe mochi, which is a large rice cake on a stick with savoury sauce. It's grilled as well. Quite hot. It's nice texture. It's kind of crispy on the outside. The sauce is a bit sticky. It's kind of sweet and savoury. I'm not sure what the sauce is made of. I think I saw yesterday it's got peanuts in it, amongst probably soy sauce. The mochi does have kind of a ricey texture. Nice one. I got sauce in my face. I'm glad I could try that. I wanted to try it on the Nakasendo Trail because I thought it was a regional speciality of Tsumago and Magome, but by the time we got to the end of the trail all the shops were shut, so I couldn't try it there. I thought it would be busier than this in the old town. There are quite a few people here and obviously it's a very touristy place and there are some guided tours going around with guides with flags, but it's not that rammed and the queues for things aren't very long. The cafes we've gone into have had plenty of seats spare. The old town's the sort of place that exists only for tourists to come and enjoy. The more everyday part of Takayama's the other side of the station, but this area still feels authentic. Prices are very reasonable, so while it's touristy, it's not a tourist trap. The streets are quite narrow, so I can see how it could get crowded in a busier season, and it was much quieter than I expected. If you've been at another time of year, tell me what it was like in the comments. A top tip is make sure you bring cash with you, because a lot of places are cash only, and some of them even have signs saying no 10,000 or 5,000 yen notes, so make sure you've got change. There's a change machine at the station in the room with the lockers that we used several times to get smaller change. There's a Miffy kitchen store, cute, and this store specialises in honey and honey related things. Honey ice cream with honeycomb in. There's a little bee model in front of the shop. It's called Sugi Bee Garden.
Yuzu and honey or mango and honey.
That looks nice.
Yeah.
Blueberry and honey drink float. I do like a float. And look, this ikinari dango, sweet potato dumpling, that's the regional speciality of Kumamoto that I didn't try when I was there either. Maybe we can clear up all the regional specialities here. There's a little display of honeycomb inside the shop. Here's all the special honey goods. Manuka honey, honey nuts, orange honey, different flavours, rosemary honey, lychee honey. I think this is a big lump of beeswax. Quite a realistic food model with the steam coming up. It's cute paper. This looks really sticky on the outside. Oh, it's stretchy as well. This is also very hot. That's really soft, chewy. The outside's a bit like Pizza Man outside, but softer. We've got sweet potato and red bean on the top. The sweet potato isn't really sweet. It does taste more potatoey than sweet potato normally does. These would all be really good winter foods, I think, all these mochi and dango. The old town continues over a couple of blocks. As always, the further you wander, the fewer people there are. The streets are lovely with old wooden architecture and there are so many snacks. It's a lovely place for strolling and taking photos. These must be sake breweries. This ball of cedar twigs is put out at the start of the year to show when the fresh sake is ready. It's called a sugidama. They start off green, then turn brown over the season as the new sake matures. There's so many snacks along here, all the cookies, soft cream orangette, Hida beef and ratatouille focaccia pizza. They've got traditional Japanese sweets with green tea and red bean paste, mochi, warabi mochi. There's a Snoopy shop here as well. Traditional Japanese Snoopy goods. There's Snoopy in the shape of Saru Bobo, the local, not mascot, the local dolls. Good luck charms. This region's known for woodwork. The lattices and low wooden roofs also help the buildings withstand all the snow in winter. It's a mountainous region, so there's a lot of snow. That's nice hearing that water. So green.
Big footsteps if you want to walk down that.
The last couple of times we've been to Japan have been in February and March, so it's really nice to see the green at this time of year. Earlier in the year, before cherry blossom season, there isn't much greenery around, the leaves aren't out yet, and any grass that we saw was brown, it hadn't started growing again yet. Down to the riverside. Go for a paddle. We've come down this other street of the old town, which also has shops and restaurants on it. Maybe not as many open as the other street, but there's hardly anyone down here, much less crowded than the other street. It's strange how everyone goes to the same places. This is the Takayama Traditional Culture and Crafts Square, and it's free to go in. Let's have a look. Quite a big square. Well, they're doing yew wood carving till 3 o'clock, and you can do saru bobo, braids, bamboo lamps, and woodblock print lanterns. Look how quiet it is here. I wasn't expecting this when I saw all the people with their suitcases at the station. You can make woodblock print lanterns. We really wanted to make the bamboo lanterns, but they're just big for our suitcases. Here's the saru bobo, and you can make clothes for them as well. And this is traditional wood carving. There's a demonstration. Looks like he's making a bird. Just opposite that, it's the Museum of History and Art, which is also free admission. On the east edge of the city, there's a walking route called the Higashiyama Walking course that takes you past temples and shrines and the castle ruins. We didn't have time for the whole course today, but we set off towards Shiroyama Park where the castle ruins are. And all of this is still walkable from the station. There's a sign to a sake brewery. I think there's quite a lot of them around this area. We found this map of the Higashiyama Walking course area map. And the complete walking course takes 2 hours. It's 5.5 kilometres. It's quite a steep walk up to this castle ruins park. It's only 300 metres, but it's quite steep. It says, "I'm not a bear." A Japanese sero, still looks quite scary. There's a cafe up here. Looks like they might be serving some barbecue or something quite smoky. And then there's various trails you can do around the castle ruins park to get a view of the city or the Japanese Alps. I don't think we'll have time to do much of it right now because I've got to go and have a meeting at our hotel, but we're going to have a quick look. Beware of bears, but that's not a bear. We don't know if we need to beware of this thing or not, or how big it is. It says bear attention. I think you're supposed to hit this to scare the bears away or to get their attention. Beep, beep, beep. It's very peaceful along here. Just us and the bears. Walking around Takayama, I can't help thinking that these are the experiences that people probably want from Kyoto. Seeing historic buildings, old Japan, traditional Japan, lots of temples and shrines. You can see them all here. And it's much more peaceful and atmospheric. You don't have to queue up for a long time. You're not in a huge crowd of people. It's worth coming if that's the sort of Japan you want to see. Although I don't know what it's like here during a busier time. June isn't really the off-season particularly. I'm sure it gets busier than this. For example, during cherry blossom season or during the holidays. Let's ring the bear bell. Go away, bears.
That one's got quite a nice sound.
It has. Some of them really clang, don't they?
Yeah, it's more musical.
Look at this view of Takayama. This is just the road leading up to the Castle Ruins Park. It's nice seeing all those mountains in the background in different shades of fading into the distance. To give you an idea of the scale, we've walked here from the station, and can you see that hotel around is the one we saw when we were at the station. The town isn't huge, it didn't take that long to walk this far. We're just on the way back to the station. It's a pretty street down here. There's more coming up from Takayama, including our hotel, which has fantastic views, an amazing spa and sake vending machines. There's also a restaurant roundup with some of the best food I've had in Japan and more things to do, including a day trip to Shirakawago. There's new videos every Thursday, so make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you then.